Take your burger game up a notch. Let me show you how. For our burgers, we're gonna get our meat in our bowl to mix with. So I'm gonna use about half a pound of ground beef, 4 to 6 ounces of ground pork. We're gonna season it with a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of onion powder, a little bit of garlic powder. And then we're gonna finish it off with a teaspoon of Worcestershire. We're gonna take our gloved hands and mix these together. So you're gonna end up with a ball of meat about this big. We're going to need to divide it. We're gonna divide it into 4. So we're gonna be making smaller, thinner patties. And I'm going to form my patties. We're going to be making a potato salad today to accompany our gourmet burger. So first steps first is I'm going to get those Yukon Gold potatoes peeled. We're going to do a medium dice on these, and we're going to boil them. All right, now our potatoes are going to go into our pot. We're going to cover that with water. Put it over a medium heat. We start off with some thinly sliced tomato. The thinner we make these ingredients, the better they're going to fit on our burger. The thinner, the better on the red onion. And trust me, you always need a lot less onion than you think. And then I'm going to go ahead and get my avocado. Oh. Slippery. I'm going to utilize my bacon. So I'm going to take these 2 pieces of bacon, cut them in half, and then I'm going to use that in my pan. Also, while that's going, I'm going to preheat my little skillet over here for my eggs. We need a hard-boiled egg for our potato salad. So I'm going to go ahead and get that started. Egg in the pot, water on the egg, pot on the flame. That'll be going in the background while we are doing everything else. Okay, our bacon's almost ready to remove. We've rendered out the fat, and now I'm gonna let that sit over here until I'm ready to plate. Now we're ready for our burger. I'm gonna go in one at a time. I'm gonna flip my burger now. We're gonna do that with the remaining 3 burgers. Onto my plate. And while it's still hot, I'm gonna put my aged cheddar slice on top of my burger so that it melts and looks pretty. I don't know about you, but I love a fried egg on my burger. I want it to have a little bit of jiggle to it, but not any sort of jiggly yolk or jiggly white. Okay, our potatoes are ready. I'm gonna take the water off of those potatoes. So we're going to make our potato salad. We're going to go with 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, a tablespoon of chopped dill pickle, a little bit of mustard, a little onion powder, a little bit of garlic powder. We're gonna do some salt and pepper as well. I have about a tablespoon of vinegar going in there. Before we whisk this all together, so we're going to need to add in our celery and some red onion. We only need about a 1/4 cup, so a little less than 1 stick of celery. Taking some of my large sliced red onion. In the bowl it goes. And go ahead and pop that egg in there. We're just gonna take this we're just gonna start mashing it in. And you should have something that looks something like this. We're gonna let that chill out for just a moment while we finish our burger ingredients. So I have 2 tablespoons of ketchup. We have a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. I've got a teaspoon of paprika. We have a tablespoon of chopped dill relish. And then I have a teaspoon and a half of garlic powder. We're gonna put that into the bowl along with the remainder of our mayonnaise. We're gonna whip that together to make our burger sauce. All right. So this is going to be in place of the mayonnaise, mustard, and ketchup because we mix it all into one. I'm going to oil my pan a little bit. Then we open up our bun. We're going to put them right in there like that. We'll flip the burger buns. Once they are toasted well on the one side, we're going to grab both bottoms of the burgers. Start out with our sauce. And we're going to go in with our burger. Feel free to reheat the burgers to get the nice meltiness on the cheese. Then we're going to go tomato, onion, not much on either one of those. We're gonna grab a little pinch of our arugula. Then we're gonna slide our eggs on top of that arugula. The arugula helps keep that egg on the burger. And then on the very end, we're gonna put bacon like that, and then on the final piece, put a little bit more of that burger sauce. Take some of those avocado and smash it into the top. Looks like we're ready to plate our burger. So as it goes, right there, boom. We're gonna serve it with a little bit of potato salad. And when I say a little bit, that's a huge mound, but here we are. If you would like, you can put a little bit of greenery on top of that potato salad, just like so.